Good evening, Tiger fans, and welcome to the live broadcast of Ripley High School football. The Ripley Tigers travel to Brownsville to take on a region or district opponent here in Haywood County tonight. This is Mike White. Sitting in tonight is Coach Starks. He's the basketball coach for the Ripley High School team. And, Coach, appreciate you being here with us tonight.
Mike, thanks for the invite. Glad to be here.
Glad for you to be here. Ripley did win the toss, and they deferred, so they'll be kicking off. The captains for tonight was Gage Barham, Hunter Crowder, Anderson, and I'll get you the next one in a minute. We're getting ready to kick off as the All-State kicker Hawkins kicks off, and it's Tiger time. The ball's taken at the 1 yard line, comes across the 10, the 15, the 20, and a nice tackle made by number 80 and number 27 at about the 24 yard line.
One of the few times this year that Hawkins hasn't kicked that ball into the end zone.
Yeah, he got it close, but didn't quite get there. And you're right, he's just about put it in. I think there was one game that he didn't kick much in that game, but he didn't get it in the end zone. But just about every other time they have.
Every other time.
So the Tomcats come to the line of scrimmage. They're going to have wide outs to either side. Shotgun formation. Quarterback takes the snap. They hand it to his running back going right up the middle. He's got a hole, and he's going to be brought down after a gain of about 5, and a flag comes in. Number 82, Caleb Steelman was one of the captains, as well as Trayvon Anderson, number 28, and it's against the Tigers, so it's going to be enough for the first down. It's like a big one. I didn't see the call. Did you, Coach?
Didn't see it. Didn't see the preliminary call. I guess we'll get it.
So we don't need to help these Tomcats out, but we gave them a first down. It's going to be first down and 10 at their own 45 yard line. Same formation. They hand the ball to the running back going up the middle. He's got a hole. He's crossed the 50 and the 45 and finally brought down as he nears the 40 yard line at about the 42, so it's enough to move the sticks. First down, Tomcats.
That's the same play 2 times in a row. There's a little running back there.
And they come back with the same formation and the same play, it looks like.
And again.
And this time the Tigers tightened down. That was number 56 for the Tigers on the tackle. Number 56 is Vance Pipkin. He played a good game last week as well. So it'll be second down and 8, just a short pickup on the first down play. Tomcats come back to the line of scrimmage, still in shotgun formation, wide outs to either side, 2 men in the backfield. And the quarterbacks want to throw across the middle. It's complete. A good hit there made by the Ripley Tigers, but not until he gets the first down at the 25 yard line. That was, he ran pretty much open, but it was a good tackle there at the end of the play.
Of course, that's the All-State wide receiver, the one that's already signed with University of Tennessee. That's Aaron Williams.
He's a big target.
He is.
Back with the same formation this time, the Tomcats, and they're going to hand it to the running back, and he makes a cut. He's headed toward the end zone, and he's going to go in. With 10 minutes and 33 seconds to go in the first quarter, Haywood County draws first blood as they're going to be up 6-0 as we get ready for the point after. They made that look too easy, Coach.
It was way too easy. 4 or 5 plays and they're walking into the end zone.
So Haywood County gets ready for their point after attempt. Russell is the kicker. He's a sophomore. He just walked on last year, a soccer player. And so he's done a good job, and here's the kick. It's up and good. So with 10:31 to go in the first quarter, the score now, Haywood County 7, Ripley 0. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back right after this. Back as we're ready for the kickoff after the Tomcat touchdown. They got the ball first, drove straight down the field in 4 or 5 plays, were able to punch it into the end zone. So the Tigers will get their shot now on offense as we get ready for the kickoff.
We've got our 2 game breakers back there in the back. Gage Barham, number 16, and number 11, Terrion Moore.
All they need is a crease.
All they need is a crease.
And here's the kickoff. It's going to be a long end-over-end kick. It's going to drive him all the way back into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback, and the Tigers will take the ball at the 20, which is not a bad place to start.
No, not a bad place at all.
The ball looked like it could have died there around the 1 or 2 yard line, or you maybe could have picked it up or
well, I'm glad
caught
he was smart enough to let it go.
Exactly.
I'll take the 20 any day over versus the 5 or 10.
The only way that could have been better is if he'd have kicked it out of bounds and would have got it to 35.
Yes.
So the Tigers go on offense now for the first time. 10:31 to go in the first. Ripley trails the Tomcats 7-0. Ripley will break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage. Ogden's going to be wide to the right. Hunter Crowder's going to be under center. Going to have a split backfield, wing T. Quarterback takes a snap. He hands it off to the running back going off the right side, and that's Squirt. And Squirt does a good job of keeping those legs moving, doesn't he, Coach?
He always does, Coach. There's nothing small about Squirt. I know that name would insinuate that he is small, but he's got the biggest heart. And he's such a class act in the classroom and everywhere else. This kid is going places, I guarantee you.
Well, that's what somebody at the school today told me the same thing about what a good kid he was and a good in the classroom as well. We got athletic director Coach Ferguson comes in, and we're always glad to see him. Got to always give Coach Ferguson now the shout. He's the athletic director at Ripley. The Tigers come to the line of scrimmage, same formation, wide out to the left this time, and they hand it back up the middle to Squirt again, and he twisted and turned. They picked up about 7 yards on the first down play, and it was it a fumble? They say he was down, I think.
Ball was real dead.
So he had picked up about 7 on the first down play, and this play looks like he might have lost a yard. And the ball did come out, but it was ruled down, so he gets into he picked it up and went to the end zone with it, but he turns it over. I mean, they said he was down, so now it'll make still third down and 7, so pretty much no gain on that play. Thank you, Coach Ferguson. The Tigers break the huddle. Ogden's going to be wide left.
I know it's early in this game, but we need to answer. We need to get this first down.
We
right
do. This is an important first down.
Yes, it is.
Wing to the left this time, wide out to the left. Crowder takes the ball and he gives it to Squirt. He's hit in the backfield before he can get started. And, of course, the Tigers now be in a punting situation, but they just didn't give Squirt a chance that time.
No, that breakdown on the right side of our offensive line, and they were there when he took the handoff from Hunter Crowder.
He loses a couple yards, so it'll make it 4th down and about 5. And the All-State or preseason All-State kicker for Ripley comes in to punt. That's Caleb Hawkins. He's going to be standing about his 11-yard line. Here's the snap, good snap. The punt's up, nice punt, high end over end. Takes a great Tiger roll. It's going to roll down inside the 35 to the 34-yard line, and that's where the Tomcats will go to work first down and 10.
It's a great punt. We didn't give Mr. Williamson a chance to show what has earned him a scholarship at the University of Tennessee.
Exactly. We don't need to give him many opportunities tonight. But, you know, the Tigers did a really good job last week of containing Marcus Hayes,
yes,
number 7 for Covington. They kept him in check most of the night, and we're going to have to do the same again tonight.
Yes, we are.
This time, Haywood will come to the line of scrimmage. They'll have 3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. 1 man in the backfield. Quarterback will be under set. No, he backs out. He's going to be in shotgun formation. Takes a snap, wanting to throw, looking downfield, going over the middle, and in and out of the hands of number 4. He let him just a little bit too much, but he got his hands on it. He had a step, too.
He did, and they're trying to showcase him. They really are.
And number 4, what is his name?
Number 4 is Darian Williams. He's the UT signing.
And he's a senior, so we definitely got to keep an eye on him. It'll be second down and 10, and they draw the Tigers off with a hard snap count. So it'll move the ball up 5 yards and make it second down and 5. 8:09 to go in the first. The Tigers still trail 7-0. The nose of the ball rests right at the 40-yard line. Wide outs to either side. They're going to hand the ball to the running back. He starts inside, tries to break it outside, and he gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Great tackle there made by number 50.
Number 50, Dylan Jones made that tackle.
And Dylan has kind of been a headhunter for the Tigers
yes,
this year.
Yes, he has. Surprising.
You know, and they just now, about 2 weeks ago, moved him into linebacker from defensive end. So he's still learning the position. Here's the snap. They want to throw. They're rolling to the left. He's looking downfield, looking. He throws it complete to number 30 out across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line, but it's enough to move the stick, so it'll be first down and 10 Tomcats.
That's number 30, Keyston Douglas, who's an all-district and all-regional basketball player for the Tomcats.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
He's an all-around athlete.
He is about 6'7", about 230 pounds.
Wow.
I understand there's a lot of interest from a lot of Division I schools about this young man.
I can imagine. He looks like an athlete. First down and 10, ball at the 47-yard line. Quarterback wants to throw again, looking downfield. He's got a man, and great job again by Barham. He did the same thing last week against Covington by breaking up. It looked like they had a couple of steps, and they did, but he's got really good closing speed.
He's got closing speed. He does. Gage Barham is surprisingly fast. He really is.
So he knocks the ball away at the last second. And had he not done that, it had touchdown written all over it. But it'll bring up second down and 10. Ball at the Tiger 47-yard line for the Tomcats. 7:08 to go in the first. Tomcats break the huddle. Nobody wide this time. The quarterback gives it to number 10 going around the left end. And he breaks it to the outside and gets the first down, picks up about 12 or maybe 15. Gets it down to the 33-yard line. So, again, first down and 10 as the sticks and the chains are moved on down the field.
A little mixed direction play that time. I think most of the Tigers thought the ball was coming around the right end here.
Yeah, we've done a lot better job this year of getting that the counter, but they kind of got us on that one. Here's a snap, and they hand the ball straight up the gut to the running back. No, they fake it and throw it out to number 92 in the flat, and it's complete. He did a good job on the fake because he eyeballed it. And he gets down to about the 19-yard line, so another first down. He pulled the ball out and then caught the wide out in the flat, and it completed it for a first down. He fooled me. I don't know if he fooled you or
us
not.
up here in the press box. You know, he fooled some of the kids down there on the field.
No doubt. 'Cause we've got a better angle than they do.
Yes.
Wide out to the left this time. Quarterback takes a snap. He hands it to the running back trying to get outside to the right. He breaks it back inside. Short gain, but it's inside the 15 to around the 13, 14-yard line. And the Tigers have an injured player down. I think that is number 42, Lattimore. He played a great game last weekend, and sometime over the weekend he sprained his knee, and he was questionable all week. It looked like he had been playing pretty good until this point, but he goes down, he's holding his knee.
Well, he's been in I guess you'd call it an immobilizer all week at school, limping around in with crutches also. But he said he actually hurt it in the Covington game last Friday.
Oh, is that right? So they're checking him out. Krista, the trainer for Ripley High School, she's out there. She does a great job for the Ripley Tiger team. And looks like he's going to be able to get up under his own power, I think. But let's see if he's able to walk. So they're still taking a look at it. Looks like maybe Dr. Hunt is out there as well. They help him up. Not putting a lot of weight on that right leg or any. And he's just a sophomore and has done a really good job this year.
Yes, he has.
And he's a big guy to be a sophomore and mobile as well. So as soon as they get him over to the sideline, play will resume where it'll be second down and 4. Ball on the 13-yard line with 6:12 to go in the first quarter. Tomcats up 7-0. And that is, again, Damian Lattimore. He's a sophomore, 6 foot, 238 pounds.
We certainly hope it's nothing serious.
Always. I don't want to see any kid get hurt. The Tomcats hustle up to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, they hand it to the running back, and he had a big hole up the middle, and he goes into the end zone with 6:01 to go in the first quarter. Haywood County draws first and second blood. They're up 15-0.
Reed scored the first touchdown also.
He seems to be their workhorse in the run in the backfield.
I think so. He and number 25, Kylan Taylor.
They set up for the point after. Here's the snap and the hold up, and it is good. So with 6:01 to go in the first quarter, the Tomcats up 14-0 over the Tigers. So, Coach, the Tigers have got to figure out a way to get some offense.
Yeah, we do. We do. And I say we give them a heavy dose of squirt.
I agree with you. You know, I talked to Coach Kirby this week. You know, obviously he's from Ripley and
yes.
coaching in Covington, but he said that they knew that Squirt was going to get loose, so they just had to contain the number of times he got loose. And I think he ended up with about 140 yards in that game, and we only scored one touchdown.
And that's his average for the year. He's got 892 yards.
Is that right?
In 6 games this year.
Wow.
Which comes out to about 140 yards per game. That's got to be somewhere up at the top.
It's got to be.
I can't see anybody else after 6 games with over 800 yards.
He is, and like you mentioned, and he's just a good guy to be around. He's always got a smile on his face, always fun to talk to, and I just enjoy being around him. And here's the kickoff. It's going to be a long end-over-end kick, and it's going to go back into the end zone, so it'll be a touchback this time. Or again, so the Tigers will have it at the 20-yard line. And I think that's still Russell doing the kicking. I know he kicks the extra points. 29. Is that Russell?
29 is Reed Russell. Sophomore Reed Russell, yes.
I'm familiar with him because his dad just happens to be my dentist, so he's kind of kept me up with what's been going on with him. 6:01 to go in the first quarter. The Tigers trail 14-0, and they have the ball first down and 10 for their second offensive series. They'll break the huddle. They'll send Ogden out wide to the left. Crowder under center. Take the snap. They hand it off this time to Anderson. He goes off tackle. He's in the secondary, and he's across the 40, across the 50. Got one man to beat. He's going to be finally brought down at the 15-yard line. What a run by Anderson.
I'll tell you what. Big Dave opened the hold up that time you could drive a truck through.
You're right.
Yeah, he really did. And Travion hit that hole like he was trying to score that time.
Yeah, I always called Big Dave. I call him Big Show. He likes the wrestling, so I call him Big Show.
At 6'6", 360 pounds, he is a big show.
He is. I tell him ask him every week, so you going to put on the show tonight? So the Tigers with first down and 10, ball at the 16-yard line of the Tomcats, break the huddle, come to the line, split backfield, wing to the right, Ogden to the left. Take the ball in, they hand it to Squirt up the middle this time, and he twists and turns and fights and keeps his leg moving and gets positive yards where he was hit about the line of scrimmage and still winds up picking about 4 yards.
I think he did get about 4 yards there.
I tell you, everybody's keying on Squirt, on Moore, Cordarian Moore,
yes.
And that opens up some opportunities for Anderson, and he takes advantage of it.
He definitely took advantage of it.
This time it's going to be Miller split out to the right, wing to the right, quarterback under center. Takes a snap, they hand it off to Anderson again, going off the right side, and a flag comes out. He gets down enough for the first down, which would be inside the 5, but a flag comes out, and unfortunately where it came out, it makes me think it's a hold.
It is, preliminary call is a hold.
So the Tigers had a really good drive going, and that was enough for a first down, but it is a hold. So that'll back the Tigers up. But the Tigers got some offense going on this drive.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
And I think that's one of the things they need is just some confidence.
Yes.
Success builds confidence, and I think confidence builds success. So if they can just keep that up, I think they'll fare well. Now that's going to back them all the way up outside the 20 to about the 22-yard line. So the Tigers are going to have it second down and 15 now.
Well, we're still in good shape.
Oh yeah, I mean we can get 3 from here for sure.
In good shape, and we can get a first down without having to get a touchdown. So we're still in good shape here.
And it's always good to have a kicker like Hawkins on your sideline.
Most definitely.
So it'll be wing to the right this time. Ogden split wide to the left.
Got Gage Barham in the back.
I think he is, and they're handing the ball to Squirt. He follows Gage off the right side, and he ran into a pile, but he still manages to pick up 3 or 4 yards against a real stingy Tomcat defense. 4:23 to go in the first quarter. Haywood on top, 14-0.
We can punch one in now. We're right back in this ball.
I agree, and I think it would do so. I think it would have a lot to do with the way they play the rest of the game.
Yes, it definitely would.
Old Mo goes a long way, don't he?
He does.
I know you know all about that being a
Yes,
basketball
I do.
coach.
You got to keep building on him.
All right, Tigers are split wide to the left this time. Is Miller, wing to the left, and it's a toss sweep coming this way with Barham. He gets past the first man, and he's still on his feet and still fighting. He just don't want to go down. It was third down and about 13. He gets back inside the sticks, it looks like. But it's going to bring up fourth down, so the Tigers will bring out the preseason All-State kicker, Caleb Hawkins, and he's going to be attempting about a 35-yarder. Looks like it's going to be about a 33-yarder.
Certainly, he's got plenty enough leg to get there.
No doubt.
He's kicked field goals of 4 or 5 of over 50 yards in his career.
He has.
This is a chip shot for him.
There's a snap, the hold, the kick is up. And no good. It looked like that he didn't, I don't know if somebody touched the ball or he just didn't hit it right, but you could tell when it left it wasn't his normal kick.
It wasn't his normal kick.
Did you see if anybody got a hand on it?
I don't think anybody did. I just think he miskicked it.
You know, it was real high, but
Yes.
it just didn't go very far. And I've heard Coach Cruz say he can tell from the sideline by the sound of his foot hitting the ball whether he hit it right or not. So the Tomcats will take over on down, backed up in their own end of the field at the 16-yard line. So the Tigers put together a good drive. Big positive is they kept the ball out of the Haywood County Tomcats' hands for a while.
We did. We just need to get a stop right here, right now.
I agree with you, Coach. They'll send 2 wide to the right this time, 1 to the left for the Tomcats as they break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage. The big number 30 is back there in the backfield. That's the tall guy you were talking
That's
about.
Keyston Douglas.
And it's going to be just a little hitch pass out in the front, and he breaks the first tackle and the second tackle, and he gets close to a first down, depending on the spot. Looks like they're going to spot him right at the 25. If that's the case, he'll be about a yard short. You know, it's one of those deals I always ask, is he going to spot it with his right foot or his left foot? So it'll be second down and 1. Ball at the 25. Tomcats to the line. And the ball to the running back going up the gut again. He's got into the secondary, and he's broke loose. He's got 1 or 2 men to beat down the far sideline, and nobody is going to catch him. He is going to have a 75-yard touchdown run with 2:40 to go in the first quarter.
That's number 25, Ja'Kylan Taylor.
He showed some speed there because we got some speedy guys in the defensive secondary, and I thought we had a good enough angle to catch him, but just wasn't quite enough.
He got on that edge and he just outran everybody.
He did. He could see the end zone and nothing was going to deter him from getting there. So 2:38 to go in the first. Tomcats on top of the Tigers, 20-0. Now the Tomcats are ranked either number 1 or number 2 in the state. So we're playing a very good opponent.
We are, and you know they haven't been beat in the state of Tennessee. They've lost
right.
to Olive Branch, I believe.
You're exactly right.
Big 6A school out of the state of Mississippi, like Eastern Doors, but they haven't lost in the state of Tennessee this year.
Well, they got their extra point, so they're up 21-0. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think that Olive Branch was ranked in the top 50 in the nation when they played, and it was the second game of the season. So the Haywood County team, I'm not going to take anything away from them. I don't think we're playing as good as we can, but I don't think we're playing awful. I think we're just playing a lot of good athletes.
And that Olive Branch team that beat them is still undefeated.
Wow. So Haywood will be kicking off again. Set the ball up in the middle of the field is Russell. Got our speedsters back deep.
Of course, his last 2 kicks have gone into the end zone.
And this one looks like it's going to do the same thing, and it does. About halfway through the end zone, so a nice kick. You know, it really helps to have those soccer guys on your team, don't it?
Yes, it does.
Well, Coach, how's your basketball team looking this year?
Well, kind of too early to tell, but we are organized right now. We've got a lot of kids out. We have a 5th block conditioning at school every day. We've got 27 kids in that class,
Nice.
all basketball players. So we're getting some things done in the weight room, and we're getting some things done outside on the track and everything. So we're in pretty good shape right now.
Right.
Of course, we can't pick a basketball up until November 4th.
Oh, okay. Well, best of luck to you, Coach. You do a great job with them.
We can't wait.
The Tigers break the huddle this time in shotgun formation, double wing as well. Quarterback takes a snap. He hands it off, and he tries to break outside, cuts it back in off tackle, and a nice pickup of about 5 yards. He's trying to see who the carry. That was Squirt again.
That was Squirt, Terry on Moore.
I guess Squirt's okay with people calling him Squirt, because I call him that all the time. He just grins. I try to call him more as much as I can on the radio, but I think everybody knows him as Squirt.
Oh, yes.
So it'll be 2nd down and 5. Nice 5-yard pickup on 1st down for the Tigers. Same formation. They put Squirt in motion, and this time the quarterback runs straight ahead himself, and he's going to have a pickup of about 2 or 3. That's Crowder on the carry. And that's the way you got to keep them. You got to keep them honest.
Oh yeah.
If they're going to follow Squirt out, then it's got to open up the middle just a little bit. And he does pick up about 3, so it'll be 3rd down and 2 for the Tigers. Another huge 3rd down, if nothing else but for momentum purposes.
Well, 3rd and short is where you want to be against this
exactly.
group. You surely don't want to be in a passing
Don't want to be in the hole. Shotgun, double wing. Quarterback's going to run it himself. He drops the ball, and it's picked up by Haywood. He's just going to run it into the end zone. And that was number 3. He made it look easy. I mean, he picked the ball, reached down with one hand, picked the ball up, and carried it like a loaf of bread into the end zone.
That's number 3, Marquise Pugh. Another one of these two-way athletes in Haywood here. He's a basketball player.
Is that right? I'll tell you, the Haywood County team is just loaded with athletes.
And they always, since I was in high school 40 years ago, they were loaded then, and they're still loaded.
Coach Smith, who's over here now, he asked me when he was at Germantown what I thought about Haywood. I said, they're always the most athletic team we play.
Oh, yes.
And they have been since I played.
Yes.
They hadn't always been the most disciplined team, but they've always been the most athletic. So they line up for their extra point with 1:16 to go in the first quarter, and it is good. So the score will be 28-0 with 1:16 to go in this opening quarter. So the Tigers will get ready to receive the kickoff. The Tigers have got to get a sustained drive and get some first downs and take some time off of that clock and keep it out of the offensive hands for the Tomcats. Of course, that turnover obviously was was pretty rough for the Tigers, and it was just a bad situation where it just so happened to be in enough open space there that Haywood Tomcats could reach down and pick it up and run it into the end zone.
Well, we had our chances 2 possessions ago when Anderson broke the big run on about 7 yards or so. But nothing else since then.
Yeah, exactly. We had a good run after that to get the first down, but then we had a holding call that brought that back. So, and that's been, we just got to not shoot ourselves in the foot.
Exactly.
I said last week after the Haywood game, the Covington game, had we played all year like that, we would be undefeated till we played the Covington game. And here's the kickoff, another long kick that goes into the end zone, so it'll be a touchback. The Tigers will have it at their own 20. You just look across the field there at the Tomcats when they run down. They got a lot of speed on their team.
Oh, they do. They got a lot of size also.
They do. A lot of speed and size, and they just got a lot of guys that can run. But the Tigers do too. And we've just got to, of course, we're playing a lot of sophomores and a lot of juniors. So the Tigers have, they're still, I've said before, we hadn't quite come around the bend yet, but we're in it.
Yeah, we're in the bend. Yeah, we're definitely. We got a coaching staff that's gotten us this far, and we need to stick with these guys a little bit longer.
I agree with you 100%. Yeah. Here's a snap, and they hand it off to Anderson going off the right side. Faked it to Squirt and handed it to Anderson, and he picks up maybe a yard off the right side, short gain.
It takes a while to bring a winning culture to a team, and certainly these guys are on their way to doing it.
Well, I agree with you. They've been down so long that, I tell people all the time, I said, it didn't get this way overnight, and it's not going to turn around overnight.
It's certainly not going to turn around overnight.
And I agree with you. I think they got a great staff out there. They're down working with the kids, so we just got to give them time.
Yes.
And the quarterback comes to center, wing to the left, and wide out to the left, and they hand the ball off to Squirt, and he is into the secondary. He crosses the 40, and picks up the first down at about the 40, maybe 1 or 2 yard line. It is hard to see him on that far side, but you can tell his motion because he is fast, and he got that first down quickly.
Well, you know you couldn't contain him all night, so that's a given that he's going to pick up some yards. He's averaging 140 yards a game.
And we've lost 3 games, so he's still averaging that with some losses in there.
Yes.
So the Tigers have first down and 10, ball at their own 42-yard line. 33 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Crowder under center. Miller split wide left. Wing to the left. And they hand the ball to Squirt again, going off the right side, getting outside, and he's close to a first down. He may be pushed out of bounds right at the marker, maybe a little short, but a nice gain. And the spot's it's gonna say he's about a yard short, but still a 9-yard pickup on first down against a Tomcat defense like this is something to be proud of. We just got to have more of it.
He's 1 tackle away from breaking that one for a long cut.
So 25 seconds to go. He got out of bounds. That stops the clock. Miller split wide to the left. Anderson and Moore in the backfield. Wing to the left. Crowder under center. Takes a snap. He hit in the backfield as soon as he gets the ball with Squirt. And he never got started. They hit him about the time the ball got to him.
He never had a chance. If the quarterback had been a second later, he would have given the ball to the Haywood.
You're right. That's how quick they were back there.
How quick they were back there.
Seemed like they were in our huddle.
Yes.
Well, that's going to wrap up the first quarter. So at the end of 1, Haywood County 28, Ripley zip. We'll take a 1-minute timeout and be back with the second quarter right after this. Back for the second quarter. The situation is 3rd down and 4 for the Tigers. They're at their own 49-yard line. First play of the second quarter as the Tigers break the huddle, come to the line, wide out to the left, wing to the left. Crowder under center. Takes a snap. He hands it off to Squirt going off the left side. And even though he was met right at the line of scrimmage, it looks like he falls forward for a first down.
Looks like he did get it.
Depending on the spot, as we were talking earlier, that right foot or left foot spot, but it looked like he got it either way. And he does, so the Tigers get a first down to keep this drive alive.
Much needed first down.
Very much.
We got a little drive going here now.
Just got to keep building as Ogden splits wide to the left. Anderson and Moore in the backfield. Number 25, Drain, is the wing back. And they hand the ball off to Anderson going off the left side. He's trying to get the edge. He gets the edge. Now he's going down the sideline, close to the first down. It's hard to tell because there's a big pile there right around the stick. But a nice gain either way. They're going to say he's about a yard short. No, maybe not. No, they say he got the first down. So a good 10-yard pickup on first down.
Yes, it was. Good hard-nosed running by Anderson.
That's, I have heard, Coach Montgomery that was at Ripley, he talked about how hard he worked in the weight room all season, or all the off season. This time it's going to be Ogden split wide to the right. First down and 10, ball at the 36-yard line of the Tomcats. Drain in the wing to the left, and we got a flag. And it's going to be an illegal substitution, I think, by the Tomcats. And maybe a timeout, too. Well, we'll get it all sorted out and let you know when we find out. The referee is talking to Coach Smith, the new head football coach of the Haywood County Tomcats, who came here from Germantown High School.
Came here with great credentials on that.
He did. I think their last 2 seasons, they were 10-0 through the regular season. And he's a fairly young guy, too. He's about somewhere around Coach Cruz's age.
Is that right? He's early 30s then, huh?
He is.
Late 20s, early 30s?
Yeah, I want to say 31, 32 in that ballpark. And I still haven't seen an indication of what the flag was for. Doesn't look like they're going to mark anything off. They hadn't yet, anyway. 11-12. to go opening quarter. And now they're going to pick it up and mark it off against the Tomcats. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. I think it was an illegal substitution or shift one. So it'll help the Tigers out. It'll be 1st down and 5 now. Ball at the 36-yard line. And they need to put something up quickly now. Just keep this drive alive. Crowder under center. Takes a snap. He hands it to Moore, trying to go off the left side. He starts outside, back inside, and it looks like it's enough for a 1st down. Looks like he's going to be down at about the 26-yard line, and they move the sticks, so 1st down Tigers. You know, I've said all season, when we play up to our potential, we can play with anybody.
We can play with anybody, especially offensively. We can move the football against anybody.
So the Tigers will come to the line again with 10:45 to go in the first half. Ogden split wide to the right. Drain in the wing on the right. Moore and Anderson in the backfield. Crowder under center. Takes a snap. He hands the ball off to Anderson, but they catch him before he even gets started. And he's going to lose 3 or 4 yards on that play. And they're just, at times we're doing a good job blocking, and other times, and they may be, because I'm watching the ball, they may be overloading that side, where they outmanned us or sending a delayed blitz in or something. I'm not really looking at that. But at any rate, they catch us for about a 4-yard loss. So it'll bring up 2nd down 14. Ball back at the 31-yard line. Same formation. They hand the ball to Anderson this time, trying to get outside. He's got a block. He's going to be brought down from behind, but not until he stays on his feet long enough to get down to the 25-yard line. So he gets that yardage back plus 2 or 3 more. They're going to spot him right at the 25. About a 7 or 8 yard pickup. And he does run the ball hard as well.
He does. And he ran the ball hard that time. He sure did.
Coach Cruz told me he's about as fast as Squirt. He said the difference between him and Squirt is Squirt gets wide open in 2 steps.
Yes.
Ogden will be wide left. Drain in wing to the right. Squirt and Anderson in the backfield. And we're going to have a little motion.
Legal motion, I think.
Yeah, I think Squirt.
I think Squirt did move.
Yeah, a little excited, and he's probably going to call in his number that time, and I can't blame him for being a little antsy.
No, not at all.
Yeah, but those dead ball fouls just make him drive a coach crazy.
Yes.
So it backs them up now outside of the sticks. It'll be 3rd down and 13, ball at the 30. Ogden split wide to the left. Same formation, same personnel in the backfield. Crowder goes under center. And he's rolling to his left, wanting to throw. Looking. Now he's just going to pull it down and run, but he's going to be smothered back at about the line of scrimmage. He may have lost a yard.
That one had no chance.
It didn't. I mean, he never got a chance to look downfield. He was running for his life.
I don't know, your wide receiver was blocking out there, so it was, I think it was a running play.
Just a run all the way.
Yeah, I think it was a run all the way.
Well, now we have an opportunity for Hawkins to come on. He'll be attempting a 36, 37, 38, 48-yard field goal.
48-yard field goal. Certainly has the leg to do it.
He does. And talking about good kids, he's another one. Here's a snap, the hold, the kick is up. And it looks like it gets long enough, and it is good. So the Tigers knocked that goose egg off with 7:49 on and a flag is out. See a flag on the field.
Well, the flag was roughing the kicker.
Okay. But that should be where they. I'm sure if they'll mark it off here or on the kickoff. Looks like.
Yeah, we'll decline.
We'll just, I was going to say, we decline it either way, or if it's on this. No. One thing you never do, especially against a team like this. Well, they are. Maybe he didn't have the option. That's enough for a 1st down. That's why.
Okay.
Well, if we don't score on this, it's going to erase a really nice field goal by Hawkins.
Well, I think we've got 3 more downs to try and get a touchdown here, and he can
yeah.
be hit a 47-yard.
Yeah, he can get it inside.
It's going to be a chip shot again.
So the Tigers have first down and 10, ball at the 16-yard line. 7:49 to go in the half. Quarterback takes a snap. He hands it off to Squirt going off the left side. He goes into the line, and looks like he just ran into a pile of folks, but he may pick up a yard. Again, the score, Haywood County 28, Ripley nothing. Ripley had a 47-yard field goal that was good, but a penalty on the play, so they took the first down, and so he did pick up about a yard, so it'll be second down and 9. Tigers break the huddle. They're sending Barham out wide to the left this time. Anderson and Moore in the backfield, Crowder under center. Drain at wingback. Crowder takes a snap. He's wanting to throw. He's looking for Barham down the far sideline, and there's a jump ball, and it falls incomplete, but he was really double covered back there.
He was.
You know, it looked like we only had one man out for the pass in a route, and you know, he can usually get open down there, and looked like he had a shot at it for a minute. It was kind of a jump ball for everybody, but it does fall incomplete, bringing up third down and 8 for the Tigers with 7:03 to go in the first half.
Good defensive play by Haywood. I think they read that thing on the way when they saw Barham out as a wide receiver.
Ogden comes back in, split wide to the right. This time they hand it to Anderson, going off the right side. He's into the second level. He still fights. He gets down inside the 10. You know, that was one of those plays that you can always see better. I think I could anyway from up here as opposed to down there, but it looked like if he'd broke it outside, he would have gotten some more yardage. So we'll attempt a field goal again, as it will be fourth down and about 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. So they're going to spot it at the 15, so a 25-yard field goal attempt by Hawkins. Ogden is the holder. And you know, when it's a play like this, of course, everybody is important every play, but the snapper is very important as well.
Very important. Snapper and the holder.
Here's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it was blocked. It was hit. Somebody got through. Well, that's what we said. Everybody's important, and if one person doesn't do their job, that can happen. So the Tigers come away with no points, but they did eat up a lot of clock in this second quarter.
Sure did.
And you know, it might have been a little low, but I wouldn't put that on Hawkins. I'd put it on whoever got through the line. But the Tigers will turn it over now after that missed field goal back to the Tomcats with 6:06 to go in the first half. They'll have the ball first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Looks like we got Squirt playing. Terry Moore, number 11, is playing there.
They've got their safety,
Yeah.
This time the Tomcats have empty backfield, 2 wide outs to either side, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. And he's wanting to throw, and they throw it back across the middle, and incomplete. It was intended for number 4. That's Williamson, I believe. And it does fall incomplete. The ball, it hit him in the hands, but it was thrown a little bit behind him.
Yeah.
And I thought it kind of bounced in the air. I thought we might have had an opportunity to intercept it, but the only other Ripley Tiger player that was close by was being blocked.
Which was number 25, Drain.
Second down 10, ball still at the 20. Quarterback wants to throw again, looking over the middle, and tipped by the Tigers. Good defensive play there by number 80 for the Tigers. Number 80 is Joseph Fincher, and a good job of getting his hands up and tipping that ball away.
Finch did do a good job that time.
So we've got the Tomcats in a third down and 10 now. 5:50 to go. First half. Tomcats on top, 28-zip. 3 wide to the right, 2 to the left, so passing formation, and they pull the Tigers off. Long, hard snap count pulls them off, so it'll make it instead of 3rd and 10, 3rd and 5. Be interesting to see if they come back with that same passing formation or they go back to a run this time. No time goes off the clock, still 5:50. 3rd down 5, ball on the 25-yard line. Up to the line now for the Tomcats. They get up there quickly. And it's a reverse or kind of a counter coming back this way. He's got the first down and more, and he's brought down by Moore at the 40, about the 44-yard line. Moore gets down low and is able to tackle the ball carrier at the 40. Well, they're going to say he got out to the 46-yard line. Clock continues to run with 5:30 to go in the first half. And Tomcats straight up to the line of scrimmage. No huddle. Too wide to either side. Shotgun formation. They hand it to the lone running back. He breaks into the second level, and he's got the first down as he crosses the 45. Looks like his forward progress got it. They tackled him back around the 45, which would have been short, but his forward progress, they're going to say, is around the 43. And let's see, they may, doesn't look close enough to measure, but they may measure. That's first down. There it is.
That is. We've got one official who called it a yard shy of where they actually placed it. This line judge on this side called it first down.
Tomcats back in the same formation. They go back to the same play. And he goes up the middle. He's in the secondary. And great job there by Squirt. He saves a touchdown.
He saved a touchdown. No doubt about that.
That Squirt is just a ball player.
Yes, he is.
And we got a lot of ball players out there. Squirt is definitely one of them. Looks like he's got a tear in the back of his jersey now. But a flag is down at the end of the run as well. And it looks like it's going to come back. And it is. They're going to mark it off against Haywood. I didn't see the call, did you?
I did not see the call. Spot and foul.
So it looks like it's going to still be close to the first down, maybe a yard short. So it'll be second down and less than a yard. First down, less than a yard. That didn't hurt them too bad.
Didn't hurt them at all.
4:55 to go until halftime. Tomcats have two split wide to the right, two to the left. And they hand the ball to the running back going up the middle again. And he's in the secondary and finally brought down by number 25, Drain, as he gets the first down and is inside the 20 to around the 18-yard line. Tomcats slowly, methodically moving down the field, but we have slowed them down.
We have slowed them down.
4:35 and counting. Haywood County first down and 10 at the Tigers' 17-yard line. They go back to the same play. He's then back in the linebacker. And good job, good tackle there made by number 25, Drain. It looked like he had a big hole, and he did, but Drain did a good job of filling that hole. 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go until halftime. Second down and 6 for the Tomcats. And they're on top of the Tigers, 28-zip. Wide outs to either side. They go back to the right up the gut again. And brought down this time by number 50 for the Tigers after a relatively short game. And 50 for the Tigers, that's Dylan Jones. And it'll bring up third down and 1. And the Tomcats are going with a no huddle. One man in the backfield, shotgun formation. And back to the same play. He runs into a crowd. He's short of the touchdown, but he looks like he's going to have the first down, and he does. So it'll be first and goal for the Tomcats at the spot. Looks like around the 4-yard line.
That was Wilkes. That's the 4th running back.
Wow. Nice to have that many.
It's very nice to have that many.
Wide outs to either side for the Tomcats. And they go back right up the middle again. And he gets into the end zone for a Tomcat touchdown. Almost caught in the backfield, but couldn't quite get the handle on him. And so now the Tomcats are on top of the Tigers, 34-zip with 3:10 to go until halftime. Russell, the kicker, sets up for the point after. There's a snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. So with 3:10 to go until halftime, the Tomcats on top of the Tigers, 35-0. And I'm not going to say that the Tigers. I mean, it's obviously that they're playing a really good team.
Yes.
But the Tigers have had their moments. They've had their spurts.
We have.
We've had some good defensive stands.
Yes.
We've made some good drives on offense. We just hadn't quite finished them off. And I know that's one of the things Coach Cruz says he's trying to do is, teach these kids to finish.
So, and that's a problem we have with young kids. You got a lot of young kids in key positions and they don't know how to finish. It's the same way in any sport. And the good thing about it is most of them are back next year.
Exactly.
Including number 11, Coterion Moore.
And Big's good to have him coming back. Coach said if he could put 20 pounds on him, a bunch of schools would be looking at him.
Gosh, I think a bunch of them would be looking at him anyway, but
Yeah.
you're right.
So Russell to kick off. He's kicking from the near hash mark this time. And here's the kick. Another long one. And it goes into the end zone over Barham's head. So the Tigers will have it with 3:10 to go in the first half. They'll have first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Out of your guys you got playing basketball, are a lot of those young as well?
We have a junior squad that with about 6 kids that are going to get some playing time this year. But now they had 3 of them had to start last year. So,
oh, wow.
So we've got some experience coming back in that junior class.
I see.
And they're big. They're good defensive players. We're working on shooting. We're not a very good shooting team, but we are athletic. We are very athletic. We will rebound and defend.
The Tigers come to the line, 2 wide out, going to either side to hand the ball to Squirt, coming to the near sideline, and he's going to be stopped at the 20, and he popped the ball up at about the 15, 16-yard line. And that's one of the few times you see Squirt fumble the ball. And he takes a lot of licking. He took a good one then.
He took a good one in from 3 different players.
Now, the Tigers, if they just don't give up and keep playing hard, to me that's success.
Yes, it is.
Because there have been years in the past, and I mean way too many of them, that at this point in the game, or even before this, we would have just already quit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, a lot of coaches tell me, it's culture, and it takes a while to build that culture.
It does. It takes a while. I can tell you firsthand in Ripley, Tennessee, it took us a while to get it going.
The Tomcats back up to the line. They hand the ball off to the running back, starts inside, breaks it outside, and brought down by a host of Tigers. Number 80 and number 99. Number 99 is Price, who's a transfer from Haywood County. And number 80 for the Tigers, that's Fincher again. And they hold him right at, what they're going to say, he picked up nothing. So no gain on the play, 2nd down and 10. Number 38, that's a different running back, I believe, in the backfield this time.
Well, he's the guy that scored it.
Is he?
The first 2 touchdowns in the first quarter.
There's the handoff, and they fake it to him, and he's throwing it out into the flat, and it leads him a little too much, and it falls incomplete. The other guy seemed to be the one who's doing most of the work. He was kind of shorter and quicker.
Yeah, that was 35. That was Andre Robertson, but also they mixed in 25 in there, was Jacqueline Taylor, and they're about the same size, it looks like. They're both about 5'5", about 150 pounds. One wears 25, one wears 35.
And they're quick.
And they're very quick.
The wideouts to either side for the Tomcats. Shotgun formation. Single running back to the quarterback's right. Quarterback looks to the sideline, gets the call. Relays it to his team. 2:18 to go. They take the ball and they fake it, and they're throwing it into number 30 off the right side, and he fumbles the ball after he's hit. And it looks like the Tigers ought to have it. It was a bunch of white jerseys around it. Did they say Haywood got it back? Wow. Looked like we had 3 people there, and they had 1.
A chance to get it, yes.
Wow. So they fumbled it after the completion and the tackle, and still end up with a 1st and goal, ball at the 3-yard line. Well, sometimes the ball just don't bounce your way.
That ball bounces funny anyway.
You're right. It's not round, is it?
It's not round.
1st and goal. They hand the ball to the running back, starts inside. He's caught in the backfield by the Tigers. He doesn't want to go down, but finally brought down by a host of Tigers. and he may lose a yard. Forward progress may keep him at the line of scrimmage. They're going to say he picked up a foot. With 1:38 and counting to go in the first half. Tomcats knocking at the door with 1:30 to go, and they're on top, 35-0. And they're going to have wideouts to either side, shotgun formation. Take the snap, hand it off to number 1, going right up the middle, and hit hard. Let's see if he got in. He does get in, but he had to fight for it. It was close at that. But nevertheless, they put 6 on the board to make the score now 41-0 over the Tigers. And nobody wants to get beat like that. But again, as I mentioned earlier, we were talking about, as long as they don't quit and they keep playing hard. I mean, sometimes you just run across teams that are just better than you are.
Yes, yeah. Well, it looks like they're overwhelmed tonight, but you're right. You just run into a buzzsaw sometimes.
And you can learn a lot in a situation like this. Here's the point after, and it is good. With 1:09 to go until halftime, Tomcats on top of the Tigers, 42-0. Now sometimes you can play good ball, and you play a team that's better than. Sometimes they're just better. Sometimes they're just better than you that night.
Yes, most definitely.
No shame in getting beat as long as you leave it all on the field.
As long as you leave it all on the field. You're right about that.
And again, we're a young team, so we've got all these guys coming back, and we're going to get better and better. Yeah. I mean, we're better this year than we were last year, and we were better last year than we were the year before.
Well, I think we got some fight left in us tonight.
I think you're right. The Tigers have got an inside track to make it to the playoffs.
Yes.
And so, that's, as long as they keep playing, keep getting better, maybe they'll peak at the right time. And here's the kick by Russell. A long end-over-end kick, but doesn't go in the end zone. Back to the 1-yard line. Barham takes it. He starts to the right of the field, cuts back to the left, and up the middle of the field. He gets out across the 20 and out to about the 24-yard line. So with 1 minute exactly on the clock, the Tigers will have it first down and 10 at their own 19. All right, that's actually 24, isn't it? Or 25. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 25-yard line.
That was Gage Barham earlier this year, had the 106-yard kick, interception return.
Set a school record, and I think tied for like 4th or 5th in the state.
So we know he's capable.
He definitely is. Ogden splits wide to the right this time. Shotgun formation. Drain in wing to the left, and the Tigers move. He got set again, it looked like. And that play, they catch him in the backfield, but I thought I heard a whistle.
I thought I heard a whistle also, and I know we jumped, and there was no flag.
So that was kind of odd.
It was.
The way that developed. The Tigers will take a timeout and talk about it with 43 seconds left. And they are going to spot the ball back from about 4 yards. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 14 for the Tigers. And, this is a Haywood team that finished 2nd in the state last year.
Yes, yes.
And they got a lot of guys back. Now, they did lose their quarterback. And one of their running backs that I remember specifically that was really good. But they're still, they're deep.
Yeah, they're deep. I understand they had over 20 seniors last year that they lost. And it's still a good looking ball.
I'll say that's amazing to lose 20 seniors and still look this good.
It's what you call reload.
Exactly. Not rebuild, just reload.
Reload.
It'll be 2nd down and 14 for the Tigers back at their own 21. Tigers split 2 wide to the right this time. Hunter will be in shotgun. And there still seems to be some confusion. Looks like maybe a clock issue. Referee pointed to the south end of the field, but I'm not sure what he's pointing at. Looks like maybe they're changing the time on the scoreboard. 51 seconds, so they're gonna move it from 43 seconds to 51 seconds. So when play resumes with 51 seconds left, it's second down and 14 at their own 21 for the Tigers. Quarterback takes a snap. He hands it off to the running back, and he gets in a pretty good size hole. Makes a great cut, and that's Anderson. He gets back across the 30 to around the 32-yard line. That was a really good move, wasn't it?
That time. It sure was.
So it'll bring up 3rd down and 4 for the Tigers with 30 seconds left until halftime. The Tigers will break the huddle with 20 seconds left. This time they'll have 2 split wide to the right, wing to the left, shotgun formation. Barham in the backfield, showing blitz. And here comes the blitz. And there goes Barham off to the left side. He gets close to the first down. I think he's going to be about a yard short. He ran the ball hard, and he got hit hard at the end of it, too.
Hard. There was a lot of contact there.
It was. And, you know, that's going to be the last play of the first half.
Yes.
But they blitzed. They saw in the blitz. He ran behind the blitz.
Yes.
And so, anyway, Coach, you know, obviously not the first half we want, but the Tigers have not given up. They're still fighting.
No.
And to me, that's a win from where we came from.
Well, it certainly is. And you can get the kids to just believe in themselves, because this is the time you've got to say something in that locker room right now. You got to put a spin on this first half. You got to get these kids back out here playing harder than they played in the first half. And I think we got the coaching staff to do that.
But I agree with you, Coach, and we're going to send it back until we get ready for the second half in around 15 minutes or so. So the score here at halftime, the Tomcats 42, Ripley 0, and we'll be back with the second half shortly. Back as we get ready for the second half here at Haywood County. The Ripley Tigers travel to Brownsville to take on the Haywood County Tomcats, ranked number 1 or 2 in the state. And they are on top of the Tigers, 42-0. Now the Tigers will get the ball to start the second half, as they won the toss and deferred it to the second half. So we just need to get something going, don't we, Coach?
We do. We run into a buzzsaw over here tonight. Typical Haywood team.
And, you know, they're just going to be good year in and year out.
They are going to be good year in and year out. You know, there have been years we've come over here and beat them.
You know,
It's
one
not
of the
going to be one of them, it looks like.
You know, the biggest one that I remember, and I don't remember what year it was, but it was their 100th year anniversary of Haywood football, and it was homecoming.
Yes.
And we come up here and beat them.
I was actually coaching basketball at JCM at the time. I remember that game, actually.
Well, that was huge. I remember they had billboards out on the interstate, Ripley, Haywood,
Yes.
homecoming, 100th anniversary of football. So, you know, I don't know. Do you know Dr. Rooks?
Yes.
You know, he's Tiny Knee's grandson.
Yes.
And, man, he is just a wealth of knowledge. I always enjoy talking to him because he can give you a lot of background information, especially about Ripley. And, you know, he wrote a book a few years ago, 100 Years of Haywood County Football, and had a lot about Ripley in it.
Oh, I bet. Now, the oldest is supposed to be the Jackson Central, or now Jackson Central Mary and Haywood. That's supposed to be the oldest rivalry.
Is that right?
And I was at JCM that year, the 100th anniversary, and JCM actually beat them that year also.
I was trying to remember a guy was from Brownsville that was a football coach that year, I think, or around that year. Can't think of his name. Had a son that played quarterback or tailback one for JCM. And that was one of the last few years that they had a football program over there.
I was on the staff over there. I actually coached football over there with Cedric Hampton as a head coach. Steve Hookfin, who was the head coach here the last couple of years at Haywood, now it's at Heritage High in Rogers, Arkansas. He and I were on the same coaching staff over there. We were 13-1 one year, semifinals in the playoffs. 12-2 the next year, semifinals also. Lost to Melrose both years.
I didn't know you coached football.
Yeah, coached football.
Oh, wow. So you just kind of, were you always a basketball coach too?
Always. I was actually waiting for, I had transferred from Dare County and I went to JCM to be the head basketball coach. And while I was waiting that year to get the job, Cedric Hampton talked me into getting on his coaching staff.
Well, the Tomcats are up on the ball as they're ready to kick off. They'll be kicking from south to the north on the near hash mark. The Tigers will have Barham and
Denzel King, number 84, back.
okay. And here's the kick. It's going to be taken at the 5, across the 10, crosses the 15, makes a cut, gets across the 20, dodges another tackle, gets across the 20 and out to the 24-yard line was Barham. A hard run there by Barham.
It definitely was a hard run. He didn't have much blocking at all, so everything he got on his own there.
And did a lot of twisting and turning.
Yes,
and
he did.
He's quick.
Yes, he is.
So the Tigers will have the ball first down and 10 to start this drive at the, I guess, about the 24-yard line. I'm going to be split wide to the left.
We don't have Squirt more in the backfield, do we?
We don't. Not at this point that I can tell. Quarterback's under center. He's going to hand the ball off to Anderson going off the left side, but he doesn't get started good before he's wrapped up. And he never goes to the ground, but they do stop him. Also in the backfield with him is number 13, Patton. He's another sophomore.
Yes.
And again, if you listen to all the players that are being called out, a lot of sophomores, a lot of juniors.
A lot of underclassmen, that's for sure.
So about a 2-yard loss, second down 12, ball on the 23-yard line. Miller split wide to the left this time. Still no Squirt. Crowder under center. Takes a snap. He hands it off going to the left side. And he's finally brought down. They're going to say he picked up. Gets back across the original line of scrimmage, picks up about a yard, but it'll be third down and 9. Patton was had to carry that time. So again, the score 42-0. Haywood County Tomcats over the Ripley Tigers with just under 10 minutes to go. And Coach, this will probably be a fast second half.
Probably be a fast second half.
The Tigers break the huddle, come to the line, wide outs to either side. Shotgun formation, wanting to pass this time. Crowder fires it. Complete to, who is that? Gage Barham.
Gage Barham.
It's enough for a first down. He went down low and got that ball.
He did. And he threw it where nobody could catch it but Gage.
Exactly. A good pass, good catch, good protection that
Yes.
time. I always try to remember those offensive linemen because they don't usually get any recognition unless they mess up. And I know I played that position, so I feel for those guys sometimes.
Well, they gave him enough time that time to complete that pass.
So first down and 10, ball at the 39, man in motion. And they hand it off to the running back, and he doesn't get started, and the ball comes out.
I hope that ball's already down. I believe it was.
I think you're right. I thought I heard a whistle. So he's going to lose back about a yard. So he'll be back to the 38-yard line. And one of the Tomcats come out, number 95. He's kind of holding his shoulder. Now, as long as we come out and hit these guys and we don't quit,
yes, that's right.
I'll be satisfied with the effort.
Yes. It's all about effort at this point.
You're right.
And that's the one thing you can control is effort.
Miller split wide to the right. They hand the ball off this time. Barham going off the right side, and he gets into the second level. They're going to sling him down, but not until he crosses the 40 to about the 42-yard line. And haven't seen more yet, so I'm not sure if not sure what happened to him.
Well, he hadn't played since he had the fumble in the second quarter.
Third down 6.
So it'll be third down and 6, but Barham doing a good job back there so far.
He's doing a good job back there.
7:45 to go in the third.
We desperately need to convert here.
And it is third down and 6. Wing to the left. And the ball to Anderson. Boy, he took a lick right there at the line of scrimmage.
He did.
When you see that head fly back, you know he took a lick. So it'll be a punting situation for the Tigers. And he was running hard.
He was running hard.
So Barham, he'll be split wide to the right on the punt formation. He's one of the gunners. And there's Squirt. He's back in at up back in front of the punter. High punt, high snap, but he gets it away. Almost blocked, but not a good punt.
Not a good punt at all.
It gets just across the 50 to the 46-yard line, where Tomcats will have it. First down and 10. And he didn't have a lot of time. Of course, the snap was high. It threw off his rhythm, but they came through there on him pretty good, too.
They did. And he was pressured there. But, you know, he's still got to get those kicks off. Yeah, he's got to get those. He's got to make some kind of adjustment. He's got to get some foot on that ball in time.
So it'll be first down and 10 for the Tomcats at their own 46-yard line.
Look at the size of that offensive line.
Look at the big guy they got in the backfield there, fullback. Number 50-something, so you know he's a hoss. And they run the ball right behind him, number 1, and he breaks a couple of tackles and picks up about 8 going off the right side. So it will be second down and about 2 as they cross the 50 and get down to the Tiger 46-yard line. And again, still no huddle for the Tomcats. They go straight up to the line of scrimmage. Now they're in the dead-eye smokestack backfield.
They've got 2 linemen in the backfield.
And they fumble the ball on the snap. The quarterback picks it up, goes to his left, and picks up enough for the first down. He didn't like but 2, and he picked up maybe 2.5. But they had some beef in the backfield that time, Coach.
They did.
And one of the Tigers are injured. He's getting up slow. And that's number 82 for the Tigers.
That would be Caleb Steelman.
He's a senior, one of the few seniors out there for the Tigers. He leaves under his own power. So first down and 10 for the Tomcats with 4:50 to go in the third quarter. Tomcats will have 2 wide right, 1 to the left, or 2 wide now, both sides.
New quarterback in the game.
He's in shotgun formation. They hand the ball off to the fullback, going right up the gut, and he's brought down by Squirt right at the first down marker. But Squirt's just playing defense right now.
Squirt's playing defense now.
And you know he's good wherever you put him.
Yeah, he is.
And we've got an injured Tiger, or that may be a Tomcat that's down.
Well, this was running back number 38, Andrew Reed.
So it is a Tomcat player that's down. Did you see the number?
Yeah, number 38, Andrew Reed.
So the way they've got it marked, it'll be second down and 1. That injured player still down on the field. We'll keep it here for a minute and see if he's able to leave under his own power. Try to get you caught up on some scores around West Tennessee as they are reported. It's been really slow the last couple of weeks getting scores before the ball game was over, and the only score I've got at this point at halftime, Peabody 35, Union City 7. Well, here's another one. This is a surprise to me, halftime. Covington 7, Milan 7.
That is a surprise. Milan has struggled this year, so.
Yeah, they're 3-3.
Yes.
And of course, Covington undefeated. So that is a shock to me, but we'll see what the end result is because it may change quite a bit. If Coach Kirby gets his team fired up, they'll come out and play well in the second half. Number 38 leaves under his own power, so he's going to be okay, it appears. So when play resumes, it'll be 4:18 to go in the third quarter. The Tomcats have the ball, second down and 1 at the Tiger 34-yard line. Looks like the Tomcats are looking to the sideline to get a play. 2 wide to either side. Shotgun formation. There's that shorter running back, the one I saw that was doing the work. He goes right up the middle, and the ball is fumbled and almost picked up by the Tigers. Dylan Jones, I believe, falls on it. He does. So the Tigers get a much-needed turnover.
Much-needed turnover.
You know, I'm not sure who reached down to grab it.
I think it's Dylan Jones, and he actually lost it. And number 80,
Okay.
Fincher, Joseph Fincher, actually ended up falling on the ball.
So, you know, if you got one of those low numbers or one of those high numbers, you might be all right picking the ball up. But I was always told, because I had one of those
Fall
middle
on that
numbers,
thing.
just lay down on it.
Yes.
But it'll be 1st down and 10 after the Tomcat turnover. The Tigers will have the ball at their own 40-yard line.
We've got Squirt back in the backfield now.
1 wide to either side. Shotgun formation. Squirt's back there to block. Throwing long downfield. Back shoulder throw, and it's complete.
Denzel King.
Denzel King, great catch. That was one of those, I don't know if it was intended to be, but it was a back shoulder throw.
It looks like he intended to throw it. If it was, nevertheless, it's same results.
Exactly.
Much needed 1st down by the Tigers.
You don't see that a lot in high school.
No, you don't.
But a great play nevertheless. It gets the Tigers across the 50-yard line and down to the Tomcat 34. You know, it's all about pride now.
It is. It is.
Wide outs to either side. And take the snap. They hand it to running back Squirt, and he's hit in the backfield. It looks like he almost ran into one of his own
I
men.
think that's what actually happened. That's how he tripped himself up there. Ran into
I think he had a guard pulling,
number 50, Dylan Jones.
and he was probably pulling from the backside, and I think their shoulder pads bumped, and that was enough to knock Squirt, cause him to lose his balance.
Yes.
So he loses about 4 yards on the play. Be 2nd down and 14. Tigers break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage. Wide outs to either side. Drain in at the tee, or wing, excuse me, and they hand the ball off to Squirt. Starts inside, breaks it back outside. Trying to get on the edge, and he gets the edge and down the near sideline to around the 26-yard line. Looks like it's close to a 1st down.
Very close. Looks like it is.
It is. They moved the chains. Good job. Good hard run again. Tigers huddle up. This time they'll have Anderson split wide to the left. And split wide to the right is Denzel King. Shotgun formation, looking to throw, looking down the near sideline, and a little bit too much on it. Goes over the head, but he had a step.
I think he had him open.
So that may get one more play off before the end of the 3rd. They'll have to hurry. We're down to 33 seconds. Oh, yeah, we'll get one more off or it'll be a delay of game. No, that play clock's not running, so can't go by that. The Tigers have 1 wide to the left, and they hand the ball off to Anderson going off the left side, cuts it back across the middle, and brought down after a nice gain of about 5 or 6 at the end of the 3rd quarter. Your score here at the end of 3, the same score at halftime. The Tomcats 42, the Tigers 0. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back with the 4th quarter right after this. Getting ready for the 4th quarter, the Tigers will have the ball 3rd down and 5 at the Tomcat 22-yard line. This will be the first play of the 4th quarter. Wide out to the right, wing to the right. Quarterback takes a step, hands it off to Squirt, and he gets a couple of tough yards off that right side. It's going to bring up 4th and short now, Coach.
Well, I'll tell you what, I like what we're doing this quarter. I mean, this half, actually, I like it. We've opened it up some. We're throwing the ball some. Got a couple of 1st downs by throwing the ball.
And we've just missed a couple.
We did.
and almost broke one for a touchdown. And then had another good run that the referee made a good tackle on.
We have nothing to lose right here, man. We'll throw it again.
Yeah, 4th down and 1. The Tigers are going for it. Of course, we may try to pull them off sides. Let's see what we do. This time Crowder's under center, and the quarterback sneak. No, they handed it off. Did they hand it off to Squirt? Either way, yeah, they did. I thought it was quarterback sneak. Squirt got the ball some kind of way, and but he actually loses about a yard on the play. So we turned the ball over. But like you said, nothing to lose and everything to gain.
At all. That's right.
I don't blame the coach at all for doing that. I think that's a good call. And again, I think it just goes a long way for the Tiger team that they have not quit and laid down.
They have not. No, they have not. They've actually tried to score here.
You know, in years past, we would have given up another 20, 21 points in this same situation because we just kind of hung our heads. But the Tigers still playing hard. 10 minutes and 20 seconds to go until the end of the ball game. 2 wide right, 1 to the left. Quarterback takes the snap. He hands it off to the running back going up the middle, and he's going to be hit in the backfield he fights forward and maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. And, you know, I will say I think it's good of Coach Smith. You know, he got some subs in there now. He's not.
Yeah, he does.
And, you know, he's not trying to grind us in the ground.
He's not trying to throw the ball and run the score up.
Right. He just handed the ball off.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you score on that, you just score on that.
Yeah.
So Tomcats have the ball, 2nd down and 10. Quarterback is throwing. He does throw this time, and a nice tackle, open field tackle made there by Squirt. Right at the 1st down, a little past the 1st down marker. It'll be at the 35, so it'll be 1st down and 5. You know, and some coaches, you know, like last week, I noticed, you know, Covington kept their starters in all the way to the end of the game. But
I'm sure they did.
But Coach Kirby told me, he said, the reason I did that, he said they were lollygagging around. And he said, I didn't want to end the game like that. To hand the ball off to running back number 26, going outside on the far side, he's going to be wrestled down right at the 1st down marker. So, you know, it's not always about running the score up. Sometimes,
No.
you know, there's a lot of reasons coaches do a lot of different things.
Yeah.
And, you know, he said, I knew we had Milan next week, and I didn't want the kids, you know, to end on a bad note. So I can understand that.
Well, you know, sometimes coaches have expectations of how badly they're going to beat you. When that does not turn out to be the case, they keep those starters in a little longer than they should.
And they had a bad snap, but the quarterback comes down with it, and he's in the secondary. Oh, wow, what a hit there by the Tigers. He gets the 1st down, but he pays for it right at the 40-yard line. I think that was number 80 for the Tigers. That would be Fincher, one of 3 Tigers on that tackle.
Number 80 and number 27, Bradley Johnson, was in on that tackle also.
Now I've also got to give a shout-out to Kendrick Price. I saw him today. He told me I gave somebody else credit for a couple of tackles he made. So I got to correct that, and I got to watch a little better with those numbers.
Yes.
But these numbers are easier to see, and the vantage point is better here than it was in Covington. Now just a little screen pass out to number 18, and he's going to be tackled out of bounds at the 32-yard line. So it was 1st down and 10. It'll make it 2nd down and 2. 7 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the ball game. But we're still hitting out there.
We are.
Second down, 3 for the Tomcats. Shotgun formation. Few shifts. 2 wide right. And they're going to throw it. And almost picked off.
He stepped in front of it, I tell you what.
He didn't touch the ball, but he had a better shot at it than anybody else. Which the receiver cut in, and it looked like it was thrown behind him, maybe expected him to cut out, I'm not sure. But at any rate, it falls incomplete, so it'll be 3rd down and 3 now at the 33-yard line for the Tomcats. Just under 7 minutes to go in the ball game. 2 wide right, 1 to the left. Shotgun formation, and the Tomcats jump.
I think they did.
When he clapped his hands, I think it was a right guard, he took off, so that'll back them up 5. Now, I know that's something that drives coaches crazy. offside.
Oh, it's got to be. That's an unforced error.
So it'll be 3rd down and 8 for the Tomcats. Ball is at the Tiger 38. 2 wide right, 1 to the left. Shotgun formation. Quarterback throws it out into the flat, and he tried to run before he caught the ball, and it hit him right in the hands. He turned around and started running, but the ball stayed behind him. So now, the first 4th down of the game for the Tomcats.
It is.
I don't expect them to punt, though.
No, they're not going to punt it. I know the only spin that Coach Cruz could have put on the situation at halftime was that, let's win the second half, guys.
Right. And so far, it's 0-0.
So far, it's 0-0.
Here's a low snap. They're wanting to throw it, and he's looking downfield. He's got a man wide open, and he overthrows him. It falls incomplete, but the Tigers will take over on downs. And, he had, sometimes you say he had a step. He had 2 or 3.
He did.
But fortunately, the quarterback just put a little too much on it. It falls incomplete just a little too long. So the Tigers going to have about 5 minutes left, and they'll have the ball in pretty good field position, just shy of their 40. And they'll have it 1st down and 10 as they come back out of the offense, come back on the field. And I see Squirt trotting back out there. And Ogden checks out.
Well, we have a chance to score and win this second half.
That's right. 4:50 to go in the ball game. Tigers trail 42-0, but not giving up. Crowder takes a snap. He hands it off to Squirt. He goes off the right side, and he picks up about 4. And, a lot of times when you see him run, he's just, just one man away from breaking it.
One man away from breaking. He really is.
And he's still going to have quite a few yards on the night.
He's overdue. He hadn't broke that long one like he always
Right.
does.
But he's come close to it.
He has.
With 4 minutes to go in the ball game, the Tigers have the ball 2nd down and 4 at their own 43-yard line.
I say they'll give it to him again.
They hadn't stopped him yet on this drive or this half. Crowder under center takes the ball. They hand it to Squirt again, going off the right side. He breaks it outside. He's got the 1st down and tripped up right at the midfield stripe. Kind of head over heels, but he gets the 1st down. And again, that was one of those, just one more man, and he was off to the races.
He and the goal, that's right.
But he does pick up the 1st down. They're going to say it's at the Tomcat 49-yard line. Tigers break the huddle. 1 wide out to the left. Drain is in the wing to the left. Look at Squirt and Anderson in the backfield. Crowder under center. They hand the ball to Anderson coming back this way. Nice run as he gets out close to the 40-yard line. A nice pickup of about 8 on the carry. And he runs the ball hard as well.
He does run hard. And he runs north and south.
He does. He doesn't do any dancing around. It'll bring up 2nd down and 2 for the Tigers with just under 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Wide out to the left. Wing to the left. Crowder under center. Takes a snap, wanting to throw. And he's throwing long downfield. He's got a man. And he almost caught it. Falls incomplete. But he was out of bounds anyway, so it wouldn't have counted had he come down with it. But a good effort.
Good effort. Good idea also.
Yeah, and they gave Crowder time to throw the ball. But it will bring up 3rd down and 2. I'm guessing, don't know it for a fact, obviously, but if we don't get it, he might let Hawkins try another long one.
He just might.
Tigers will come to the line with 1 wide out to the right, wing to the right, quarterback under center. Takes a snap, he hands it off to Squirt, going off the right side. He's got the 1st down, he's in the secondary, and it brought down at about the 24-yard line. Again, one more player.
One more player.
And he's so fast when you watch him run through all the rest of the jerseys, almost a blur.
Yes. He hits that hole.
He does. Well, we're down to 1 minute and 30 seconds to go in the ball game. The Tigers have the ball 1st down and 10. They have the ball at the Tomcat 24-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Send Ogden out wide to the left. Crowder will be under center. Takes the snap. That's a call sweep coming this way. And that is Squirt. He's trying to get outside. And they upend him inside the 20 at about the 18-yard line. A nice game again, about a 6-7 yard pickup by Squirt, but we're just under a minute. So the Tigers are going to have to get in a hurry up mode to get very many plays off. We sure would like to knock that goose egg off.
That would be nice. This Haywood team is full of tacklers.
Oh, they are.
Everybody that has come up and met Squirt one-on-one when he got to that second level,
they don't miss tackles. Exactly right. Crowder under center, 33 seconds to go in the ball game. They hand the ball off to Moore, and he goes into the end zone. So the Tigers knocked that goose egg off with Anderson actually was one who scored. And man, look at unsportsmanlike conduct. The Tomcats are upset, or at least one of the players are, that they gave up a touchdown.
Yes.
Now, you know, there's something to be said for having pride in not letting them score, but then there's something to be said for losing your cool too. So it is going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct. I guess that'll be, I don't know if that'll be assessed on the kickoff or
I would think
an extra
so,
point.
yes. Absolutely unnecessary.
Yeah. Unsportsmanlike conduct, Haywood is the call. 25 seconds left in the game. The Tigers put 6 up. Now it's 42-6 as the preseason All-State kicker, Hawkins, steps up for the point after. There's a snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. So with 25 seconds left to go in the ball game, the Tigers knocked that goose egg off, and it wasn't like they just gave us that score. We had to work for it.
We had to work for it. We definitely had to work for it.
But I've seen what I hoped to see in the second half was that we didn't hang our heads, we kept hitting, and we didn't quit.
We did not. Like I said, the game was over, so the only thing we could do was win the second half, and we did.
And we did, 7-0. So,
it could have been much worse.
Oh, in years past, it would have been. So I think we've come a long way. We're not where we want to be, but we're a long way from where we started. And as you mentioned, I think we've got a great staff working with these kids.
Yes.
And I think that they have really good camaraderie between the kids and the coaches, and they are going to mark this off on the kickoff. So Hawkins will be kicking off from the Tomcat 45, so he can kick a field goal from here, Coach. So this should go into the end zone. So I would guess that the Tomcats may run one play and they may not. But I'm proud of these kids for not quitting. It's a lot easier to quit than it is to keep fighting.
It is. And quitting's contagious.
You're exactly right. And here's the kick, and it does go through the end zone and way over the crossbars there. I think he knocked it out of the stadium and into the pine trees. So that is, I believe, going to be the last play of the ball game.
I would think so. I would think they would take a knee now.
Well, the clock is down to 8 seconds, and it's running, so not enough time. So that is going to be the final play of the ball game. Well, Coach, I appreciate you being here with us tonight. It was very enlightening having you with us, especially since you coached football before. And, of course, we want to wish you, of course, you'll be back with us before the season's over, but want to wish you the best of luck with the basketball program.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me, and I appreciate that.
Well, thank you, Coach. Well, we're going to wrap it up here from Brownsville, Tennessee, where the Haywood Tomcats defeat the Tigers. They've taken the score off the board now, but 42-7.
42-7.
And so the Tigers didn't give up. They won the second half, and to me, that's a victory within itself.
Oh, it is. It most definitely is.
Well, that's going to do it from Brownsville. Your final score of 42-7. The Tomcats over the Tigers, and be sure to stay tuned. Next Friday night, the Tigers are off. So go watch anybody else you want to, but then the following Friday night, they will be in Dyersburg, and that is a big district game for the Tigers. So come out and support your Ripley High School Tigers. So in 2 weeks, same time, same place.